Right, I thought I'd surprise you with a bonus read because they're telling me things. They've mentioned strange ground, profitable journey, a fencer, somebody works or has got a new fence, and there is a cut above someone's left eye on the forehead. So if that rings any bells with you, I don't know. There is also an issue with the right heel. So if you know anybody that's passed with those or anybody that's suffering with those right now, this may be for you. I don't know where we're coming from, so I've just got to wait and find the card. They just say I've got to do one, so I'm doing one. Right, so it's the Six of Cups. So we put that back in the deck and we shuffle. Six of Cups, let's see. It is the return to childhood. It is nostalgia. Looking back on the past. Somebody's looking back on the past for some reason. Okay, we ready? Let's see where this Six of Cups comes out, shall we? Six months is the time frame. So it could be 6 months from now, 6 months ago. There it is. Childhood. Oh. Spillage of cards. So, let's see. Somebody making mountains out of molehills. Conflict and competition. Explosive events. 5 days. This is the father figure. The Aries cusper. Could be an Aries Taurus. Could be a Pisces Taurus. Could be just Aries energy. It's usually the father figure. It's a man of action. He does what he says he's going to do. Pisces, though, if he's a Pisces Aries cusper, is a martyr. Somebody who does everything. Sacrifices themselves for other people, usually the ungrateful people. Hanging in limbo. Not saying no. Not learning to say no. Number 4 is an issue. The number 12 is negative. It's the guy, do you remember, who gave humanity fire, and the gods punished him and strung him up and he went through every day the same day, Groundhog Day, having his liver pecked out by a hawk. And then they would heal him on a night so that he could go through the pain again the next day. And all the people that he helped just pretended that he didn't exist, didn't do anything for him, didn't try and cut him down, didn't try and help him. Because they feared the gods. So don't be the martyr, don't be the victim. Don't do things expecting to get help from others, because you won't. There's a snake in the grass there, and Kristen, you know what that means. Just be careful. Those born 1965, plus or minus 12. If somebody's been found out for their lies, deceit and theft, they've got away with it once, but they won't get away with it again. It's keeping things close to your chest. So don't tell everybody what you're doing. Be careful. 12 is negative. 7 weeks. 7 years. Somebody's ungrateful. Feeling a lack even though they have everything they need. Feeling that they haven't been rewarded how they should have been. But if you're ungrateful, Spirit will take something else from you. Feeling inadequate, feeling like you're not enough, not good enough, not rich enough, not young enough. And it probably stems from child abuse, or an abusive childhood, or bad memories from the past, siblings, children, etc. 6 months. It probably seemed worse than it actually was. Perhaps the parent was doing the best they could, trying to teach you some values, and all you wanted to do is be free and play. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's somebody who was taught the value of hard work, but took it to an extreme, and now there's no joy. So things are becoming very, very clear. A path of blood and tears to get where you want to go. The eclipse is there, the lunar eclipse, which we had on the 16th. It's being torn between 2 people, 2 properties, 2 places, 2 jobs. Seeing clearly now what your path is. But it's not going to be an easy one. No more confusion. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You need to take action. And what's strange about this is there is only the 2 major arcana. It's putting your boundaries in place. You have to see things differently and learn to say no, and seeing things very clearly. 12 is negative, 18 is positive. Pisces negative, and it could be Scorpio. And there he is, you see. This is that same man. And the reason this conflict started is because he didn't take action. He was all mouth and no trousers. Didn't put his money where his mouth was. So, now, maybe he's become more positive. Miracles can happen. Maybe, because of the child abuse, whoever this is, had to be wily to survive. That's not necessary anymore. You need to think positive. Stop being in that fight, flight, freeze mode. Somebody new may enter your life. If so, there will be many things to many people, or wear many hats. It could be medical matters. It will be someone that either likes hats or works with blades, discs, cups or wood. Can be anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon. But above all, it is positive thoughts. Positive thoughts and words It's Gemini energy, which is Mercury retrograde. It's the siblings again, children's siblings. But miracles can happen, 1st or 28th. Release and let go this martyrdom. And I think it stems from childhood. And Geminis are really terrible at feeling slighted, even when they're not, as a child. So it may be actual child abuse, or it may be that somebody is scarred from their childhood over something that somebody didn't mean. You have to let it go. Yeah, there's lies, deceit and theft, and you're trapped in your own mind over things, or someone is, and I think it's an air sign. Aquarius is mentioned now. Your wishes and dreams can come true, and from that hurt and pain, something beautiful can grow. But you have to stop dimming your light to fit in to these people, possibly family from your childhood, who expected you to be something you're not. Maybe you're not born to be a welder like your dad. You're born to be a singer. Who knows? But you've got to follow your own path. You've got to open up, get out into society and find your own tribe. 17, Aquarius energy, positive. But somebody's not taking action because of these childhood issues. They believe that if you work hard, you will be successful. But they're putting the energy maybe into the wrong thing because there's a disappointment taking place. But you played your part in this disappointment. There's a lot of water under the bridge now. And it's time to come to the proverbial bridge and cross it. There's addictions to the old way of doing things. Maybe the way you was taught to believe to be. Addictions to alcohol, drugs, gambling, chocolate, online shopping, whatever it is. Somebody's not standing on their own 2 feet. Sagittarius energy. You're not nourishing yourself and you're not learning from the lessons. So they're going to give you more hard lessons until you learn. You need to bring balance into your life. The 14 is negative energy. Patience. Learning to stand on your own 2 feet. Maybe there's a child here that was given everything. And the problem with that is when someone passes, they now don't know how to survive on their own. You're not doing them any favours, giving them everything. They need to learn their own life lessons. So someone's bored, someone's stubborn, someone's refusing to accept this. So you may need to start afresh, go through that portal to a new beginning, a new home, a new life, a new business, a proposal even. Somebody may be being proposed to. Something will pay off within a year if you take action. Miracles will happen. And there it is, the action, the passion, going for what you want. You may have not put enough effort in to what you really want, feeling like you haven't got the skill. Then take baby steps and find the skills you need, learn the skills you need. This gentleman has come up 3 times in this read, so it's important. Twice in the upright and once in the reverse. So in the very early stages, he didn't follow through. But now I believe he's going to do what needs to be done. He's going to take action. And there will be a reunion, a celebration, a gathering, which they keep saying 3 months. We've got a little off there, so transformation. 3 months, which is June, July, August. Coming out of that mental prison that we talked about, No longer overthinking things and talking yourself out of things. But then we grow back to conflict because we know that there will be conflict. But you've got to face that chaos and conflict. And when you do, there will be hope, healing and freedom. For now, there's no abundance and no success until you take action. Look to your friends. 35. It may be a friend that they're talking about, someone you know from childhood. A long-time friend or a friend of a sibling. 3 of Cups. There it is again. There is someone coming back from the past. It's a cliche, but that's what it's saying. It's the 11th house of friends, celebrations. Don't walk behind me. This is, as most of you know, what I have written on my page. Almost the same. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. And no one is better than you, and no one is less than you. We all walk together, beside each other. The 3 graces of hope, faith and charity. The bonds of friendship. We've got that more than once. But where is it? We've got it there. I know we have. Where is it? Making me out a liar, and I know we had it. So, the 3 of Cups. Can't find it. Very strange. Maybe I was imagining it. But there it is. The bonds of friendship. Rely upon the support of friends and associations. Do not attempt to do this alone. You are going to need help. The 11th house is all about associations and how we connect to others. It is the house of groups and alliances, as is Aquarius. Ideals and aspirations in the public or social arena. The 11th house is commonly referred to as the house of friends, but it is so much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective, the soul pool, that comes from groups, people who identify and align with each other to make a social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. The 11th house has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give and what we decide to leave this earth, our sole purpose. The 11th house deals with the greater good and living up to an ideal. The 11th house card says that we are not in this world alone and that it is time to aim higher and go among the broader society to work with others or share energies. It is not a good time to work on your own. The support of allies and other groups will be necessary. The 11th house points to how we are distinct. It is a reminder that we are unique among our group of friends. And when this card turns up in a reading, the focus is on friendships, what groups we belong to, and who we associate with. To achieve your objectives, pooling your resources with those of others may be necessary. So don't get in with the wrong crowd. No drugs, alcohol, etc. to excess. There will be changes in your friendships and associations, or possibly you may be able to achieve an important goal or desire based upon who you know. It represents a collective creativity. A friend may have the very information you need to further advance your cause or goal. Or it could be through the friendship of lovers or spouses that will allow you to attain your dream. This means you are about to hook up with the right people at the correct time. Miracles will happen for a new beginning. Now it is all about the people you know and what organisations you associate with. Even though it's a fortuitous time to join a class or club or society or group, it is also important that you don't dim your light. Others will support your individuality. Sometimes this card indicates the sudden appearance or disappearance of an old friend. What did I say? The 11th house is also the house of stepchildren or children who belong to your lover. Issues involving such children may arise, so look to the surrounding cards for meanings of the issue. So addictions, Sagittarius, online shopping, chocoholics, alcoholics, etc. The hips and thighs and weight gain. The collective. Those who support you as friends but can sometimes indicate open enemies or rivals, which we have here. Somebody who wants to cause trouble. So it could be, like I said, from childhood issues. It could just be a spirited competition between you and another, but it will bring the best out in both of you. But in the end, what works out is what works out best for all. So it's not a good time to serve your needs only. It's time to be a comrade and give consideration to friends. So help out. Karma always comes back to you. Understanding. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth so that you have a clear view. Make it very, very clear. An awareness of the underlying reasons for the challenges and situations you face. You have to face yourself and acquaint yourself with the facts about the situation and attitudes before you take a decision. Self-awareness is a necessary foundation on which to build strong relationships. So stop kidding yourself and stop lying to yourself. It's about friendship and work. Understanding your personality is a basis for understanding your spiritual self and your mission on this earth. So ask your angels to help you. Seek an understanding of yourself and your life. So why you had to go through what you had to go through. What it taught you and what you maybe need to teach someone else who needs to learn those hard lessons. And giving them everything and pandering to them is not going to help them in any way, shape or form. So, don't let people get away with things. They must face the consequences of their actions. Pluto, Libra, court cases maybe. Third house is Gemini, so communications, and we have got Gemini there. The miracles can happen, but communication and positive thinking. So Pluto, thankfully it's Libra because we don't often get anything before that. So wait 1 minute. Third house, hands, arms, shoulder issues, school days, communication, siblings, short journeys, learning, immediate environment, neighbours, and your manner of speech. So be very careful how you speak to people. Libra is makes good judges, but hard to make decisions because they see both sides of an argument. Pluto in Libra will challenge the basis on which your social structure and relationships were built, which is what we're saying. The way you was brought up taught you to believe a certain thing, and maybe that doesn't fit your mission on this planet. Ideas around global responsibility took root, as did fundamentalism. The challenge was to transform relationships throughout humanity. And this is the worry about where they're undermining the family, We've got to be very, very careful in that situation. So, teach others how to survive, how you survived. All the issues you went through, from childhood even, may have felt like a trial for you. But trust me, it was Spirit giving you the tools you need to teach others how to survive. And they will survive, but you've got to teach them to stand on their own 2 feet. So nothing in your life is wasted, good or bad. You learned something, and it's time to use it. Karma is waiting for you. Thanks for listening. Bye.